Can you guys see my screen now? GM Hyperlight? Before we start on the tactical meeting part, I just want to have a round with everyone that can talk. If there's anything that we need to discuss today. Hyperlight, Jam, how are you? Sorry, I can't hear anything from your Hyperlight. Did anyone else hear what Hyperlight said? Can you try again?
Okay, GM now, can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Okay, great. Been 2 days here. How's everyone doing?
Doing very well.
Okay. So, Oxford, did you ask again?
Yeah, I just wanted to know how are you?
Yeah, I've been great. Although I've been ill for some days, but I've recovered and I'm back.
Oh, that's good to hear. Do you have any topics that you want to touch on today?
None that I don't have any I can think of at the moment, but as the meeting proceeds, I'm sure I would come up with something. Because for sure there should be a lot to discuss at this point in time, both for the guild and for the DAO as a whole. Yeah. So as the meeting proceeds, anyone comes to head, I would keep it in.
Perfect. Just let us know.
Okay.
Samuel, do you have anything that you want to touch on today? Are you saying anything, Samuel? Arkasit, is there any topics that you want to put on the list today? Anything that we discussed earlier that needs to be readdressed?
Nothing really new, but I'm not really sure what's going on with Notion, because it doesn't seem to be updating. And I know I pretty much don't have access to it, but it looks like the whole guild stuff hasn't really been updated since the 19th of January.
Yeah.
So other project, well, but not really sure if it's some seat limit or something with the against, but
Um, chat.
try that.
Did you try it now? Does it work?
Like given kind of the state of where things are, there was the with given where the state of things are with the DAO. I mean, I think one of the things that they said that they want to make sure that like the basic functions keep working, and I think Notion is part of that, but I'm not really sure what. So it might be something that we can kind of bring up in terms of what are the things that we need to, like the stuff that we need to keep on while we're going through this phase of kind of reevaluating what the DAO is.
Yeah, I think I want to return to that topic. It's the same as Hyplot added. Just go quickly through the tasks. Tasks in progress right now. Gabby is not here. PM Link is on LinkedIn and X or X and NX. Nothing new. OLED. Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong. Practice using FigJam. Wednesday, did you see this task? Yeah. Okay. So I should put this on completed then. Or I'll tag you on Makil if you have any comments to this. And then next draft proposal, PM Gill election. I wrote the proposal and I think that's been accepted. So I'll put this one in completed. then the next podcast hatchery needs. Oh, that one is done. Claimed by Wednesday. Why aren't you on Wednesday? I'm not sure why I can't find you here Wednesday, but you have definitely done it.
Sorry, when was the podcast actually retro done? And was it recorded as well?
The retro was held. You go Wednesday.
Yeah, was it recorded? Is there any recording we can check? That's great. Yeah, yeah, that would be for just the audio recording. We won't be able to get the video. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think we actually forgot about that pipelet.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, in case of next time, you can tag anyone that uses OBS, myself or Samuel can join you and record the retro, so others can actually get seats and probably credential you. Yeah, so next.
That's both of us Wednesday that forgot that part. I didn't even think about it until when Hypelight said it right now. Mm.
Yeah, sorry to ask. So, how was the retro? How did you feel? What was the outcome? Yeah, that's good. My first retro didn't actually go that smooth as well. So yeah, there's always room for improvement. Yeah, thank you for hosting it. So was Oxfluence in the meeting? Yeah, so Oxfluence, how did it go? How was the retro?
I think I think Wednesday summed it up quite well. It was Wednesday. She's very good at approaching and engaging each individual, and I think the way it did it Wednesday early on kind of set the standard, so everyone participated well throughout. And then I think that the main thing that would make it a little bit smoother next time is to lay out
Great.
the different
Yeah.
steps. But yeah,
That's
it
good.
was a good I think it was a very good session, and thank you, Hoplite, for taking the time now to talk about it with Wednesday, and so we're all learning from Wednesday's experience. If there's nothing more about the retro, go to the next. Yeah, sorry, I'll put this on complete. And then all comments to the season 9. Oh, this should also be completed. Okay, so then to review, highlight an analysis about 3PM skills. Oh, that's the one Colette is waiting for. Then, Hypolite, did you participate in the CC meeting today? Or if you lost Hypolite, Arkasti, did you participate in the CC meeting?
Yeah, I was there.
I just came in like the last 15-20 minutes. Could you give us a quick summary of the discussion? I understood that the discussion is still on if we will continue as Bankless DAO or change to something, kind of have a restart, but I really didn't get the whole picture.
Yeah, so I guess so this discussion was like mostly at first it was about, because there was the forum post about pausing the multi-sig pausing funding of the DAO, and then to like take the time to like reflect on what the DAO should be, and I guess some talk about like well, what does the DAO 2.0 look like? And I think it was mostly Ice Cool talking about that forum post and kind of the background for like why we are where we are. And then I don't know where you exactly joined in, but DAO Alexa was talking as well, and I kind of got the impression that because what the discussion last week was, or the prior week had been on the legal entity issue and how that's come up, and it's a key piece in the I guess if there's going to be an agreement with the HQ about how the brand is used, there needs to be a legal entity that signs that agreement, and the DAO currently doesn't have a legal entity. But I kind of got the impression that DAO Alexa thinks that like this pausing, that the pausing of the funding of the DAO might mean that the pausing of that project, and I'm not exactly sure if that's exactly what was meant by the case. So there seems to be a little bit of misunderstanding there, and hopefully that gets clarified. I don't know. Did Oak Forest? Did you pick up on that? Like when you joined the meeting, or because I think it was going in in a positive direction.
I got in when Average Joe
Okay, yeah.
was talking about why he is in the DAO.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe it were already in a positive direction when I got in.
Okay.
GM Khaled. But what you just said seems to that's my understanding as well.
Right, and I believe that the call, it's recorded and it should be available to review if people want to kind of see for themselves what was under discussion. Now, my hope is that I think there's going to be some discussion in the governance meeting on Monday, and what I'm hoping to see out of this is that over the next few weeks, there's different working groups that kind of answer some of these questions about the DAO, and then that they use the community call to have a weekly roundtable discussion to kind of to summarize what's been happening and give people an opportunity to make comment on how the DAO 2.0 is evolving.
Are you engaged in this discussion?
Not really. I've attended the governance call the past couple of weeks and made some comments in the in the chat part.
Because I think I have not participated in this call. Of very valuable organizational skills in the Web3 sphere, like in DAO, by participating in this process that we are running right now. So I have unfortunately.
One thing that the DAO could use, and I don't know how it would fit in or whatever, but it might be something that could be brought up in the governance call is of the DAO is, or Bankless DAO, or maybe even do something about the main points of like where we are or why and what worked well, what's not working. I think that there are probably several things that are not working, but I'm not sure if everybody knows what all of those things are. I mean, I certainly don't know all in all the different guilds and projects and whatever what's happening. And then like what should we what should we do? Continue doing moving some of the stuff to a solution.
to you, Arkasi. But I had my mic mute. Yes, thank you. Yeah, very good input. And I just wanted to ask Hypolite, are you here now? Can you? It was you.
What did you say?
He gave kind of a summary and his thoughts about the discussion on the guild and the DAO and how
The
Bankless
DAO
DAO is moving forward.
and the funding pause. Yeah,
Yeah, that
I wanted to mention that as well. If the guild was kind of informed about it, and if they've checked the forum and have actually voted as well. Yeah, that's the first step to participating in governance, voting on forum and giving your thoughts there as well. That's kind of like the right place to go to make your voice heard.
hmm.
So I joined the community call today, but I joined in late and I also had to rush out quickly. But I've been following the discussion up on forum and yeah, the I don't know. I think the sentiment around it, around the DAO now is kind of, will I say, low, and the direction seems unclear at the moment. But as we go, as we proceed, I think the lights will break forth and would see the right path. For now, I don't have any, but in the education department, we've been brainstorming on how to go, how to make sure our contributors we just try as much as possible to keep the vibe up. Brainstorming revenue outside the DAO, yeah, kind of like in these kind of apply for grants with who keep doing what they're doing. Yeah.
Hypolite. I have heard a lot of different people talking about grants and stuff. Could we make a task for next Friday where you can present and share a little bit on how what are the do's and don'ts for applying for grants? Because I have never done it, and I'm sure there's other people who could learn about that too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I would search on that.
Okay.
Great.
So how about just share experience from applying? Is that applying for grants?
Yeah.
Now, I have also process. And a question for you, or Kosti, have the governance people, have they organized this as a process, or is it ad hoc? Like we have a meeting, then we have a discussion, and then something happens. Is it like a planned process?
So I don't think that it's formally been given the title of a process. But I think that, so, I mean, like there's, the challenge, or well, one of the challenges here is that, we want to keep momentum going, you want to keep vibes going, and everything. But at the same time, there's, something definitely needs to change or whatever. And it's hard to know what exactly needs to be changed when everything is still kind of in motion. So then, then it, like, some people are saying, like, okay, well, let's pause everything. But other people are like, well, like, and I think this might be kind of like there was a little bit of tension with the legal guild, because there is a need to clarify the branding, and I think it's up. But I'm hoping that now that they've done this pause, that there's still enough vibes and stuff left that people now put together the process to make the changes that need to be made. And I don't know, like how, if other people have experience with organizations going through kind of a big change like this, if there's similarities or differences between what's going on here. Because one of the things that came up in the call was, what examples of other, like, decentralized organizations that have gone through changes, or what are other examples of decentralized organizations that have gone through changes, and what would be the takeaways from that, and how would they apply to what Bankless DAO or BDAO is going through right now. And I think that they talked about Constitution DAO and Maker DAO and Aragon, and I think in a lot of ways there's unique features for what's going on here now. But at the same time, there's probably some generic change management stuff that can be applied in this situation.
I think so, and I think it's something we should explore with I don't know who's heading the governance process, but if it's run, but if it's not like run in some kind of a structured way, it could cost the DAO way more time and effort and energy than it needs to, because change is hard, and we need to structure that work.
It's that this effort is going to be concentrate, the focus of this effort is going to be in the governance channel, and that's where people that want to get involved should get involved. And I think that's where there will probably be some groups or teams or whatever that are formed there that will then manage this, manage through this process.
Yeah.
But I think it's just now gotten to the point where they can move forward with it, and it seems like it's this state that we've been in has been going on since November, and the kind of the and lack of direction. So it's been going on for a while. But I think that now that there is a definite change in the phase. So hopefully it takes off and gets more more focused at this point.
Yeah. It sounded like there was a little bit change in sentiment, but I would like to just do the round here. Oracle, you joined. Oh, it's already 10 minutes ago. Do you have any thoughts on this discussion? Let's see if Oracle can hear us. Wednesday, what about you? Wednesday? Samuel? Oh, there you go, Wednesday. Did you hear anything about Hypolite and our? There's a discussion in. Sorry? Yes. So that's the topic, and I asked Kosti if there's any organized change management way of handling this. So that was what I was talking about, and then I just want to have a round like, what do you think about this whole? Do you have anything to say about the discussion that's going on in the DAO? So, okay. Cool. Do you have anything to add to the discussion? What does MZN stand for? Oh, hold on. Hypolite, do you have anything more to add? Participated in those governance meetings like Arkosti?
Not really. I haven't.
Okay. But I don't know. Is there anything more to add, or should we move to the next topic?
Yeah, we can move to the next topic. I second that.
Then we have this Notion responsible?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's no D1, and you will
Talk. Ask for access.
Yeah, I said you could ask request full access from the Notion workstream. I think Z5 should be able to grant you full access. Since D1 has been unavailable for a while, then you should be able to invite other contributors to the space. Because I don't think any one of us has full access to that Notion page except D1.
How do you spell CFI? As it S?
0xZFI.
Then thank you. Kosti, I can't find you on the Discord channel.
It's like R underscore K.
I found you. You didn't. It's okay. I found you now.
Okay.
So now I asked Sirify to.
MGM.
Do you have any updates from education?
Yeah. Sorry, I joined late. I was in a job. So we had a learning session yesterday, and I would be sending out the material to the page tomorrow. Yeah, I will be doing some additions to it. If a media page, how we are going to be posting more than we post before. I think that is very much important to our project management guild. I really want us to do more on our social media pages this season. So is Gabby not hyperlive? I think that's Gabby. Is Gabby here? And Vicky one.
Oh, Gabby and Wiki One is not here, but Hyplet is here.
Oh. Yeah, I have quite a lot of content we can use for social media, but I don't know if if there is enough bank to compensate them for posting, if they can be posting more than they do before to increase their engagement.
Yeah, speaking of bank, does the project management guild still owe the bank to pay contributors, or do we just pause all activities that requires payment? That is, if anyone wants to do job, it should be voluntarily out of their own goodwill, not that they are expected. that. So
or something. Hi, Bled. Can you? I think you said something about if we should stop paying.
ah, I would I submit her because I don't think I think she's I think when Ezzy was speaking, but yeah, I remember. I was speaking as regards the guild safe. Does it hold enough fund to pay contributors this season, like for the rest of the season, or do we need to inform contributors that any work that will be done from now henceforth would be voluntarily, should be done voluntarily, willingly, and members or contributors should not expect any compensation till the DAO begins funding the guilds again. So that's just my question. Do we need to clear that fact, or there's still enough funds in the safe to keep paying till the end of the season? Just as Great mentioned, it needs more tweets and more activities on the socials. So yeah, that's just my question.
It's a very difficult question, and I think
I wish
yeah,
the accountant was here at the moment, but I don't see them. And let me check if I can search for the safe online and see how much bank is holding. Can you hear me? Was I wrong?
yeah, I can hear you.
Mic check, check.
Should not be decided uh, in like in one meeting. I suggest that we make some sort basis for a discussion on the next meeting. I don't know if you can hear us, Mikhail, but it would be nice if you can text us your opinion on this. And everyone around the table.
Yeah, Jim. I think can anyone hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah, there are we should also have that in mind. I think because we can actually be doing certain things as a coordinate round. Yeah, so everyone should be encouraged to do something.
Mhm. But I think in this case, we also need to discuss uh, role holders. That's the high, like biggest cost that we have. I reduced compensation for the talent lead when I was. But that's those are topics that needs time. We can't just make decisions and changes without giving everyone the opportunity to have their say and have a good process around it.
Yeah, I really do hope that J Fanny is here. I think J Fanny needs to be on call anytime we're talking about funding in the guild. Am I right?
I agree. It's very important that J Fanny is around for like to give us the actual numbers. But when we discuss principles on how like the guidelines are, um, it's always the best, but it's not necessary. Like it's not a must.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's my opinion. I'm sort of like that's how I see it. There might be other opinions. Great.
Yeah. But I really wish that J Fanny is on the call anytime we're talking about funding of the guild and compensation because he marks that aspect of the role and his opinion really would count. Yeah, I think. He has been in the role for quite a long time, and then I think he really has a say towards that part. So when we're talking about things like this, I really do hope he's on the call. But I hope he would be on call next week. I don't hope he would be on call.
I agree. Hypolite, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, speaking of, my own concern was if the SAFE was holding enough funds to pay contributors for the season. That was my concern. But I kind of like checked the guild SAFE on Interscan, and I think currently the amount of bank in the SAFE is 119,732 banks, 732,000 bank token. Let me repeat the figure: 119,730 bank token. So I think that should be enough to fund contributors for the season, for bounties and other expenses. So I don't know if the DAO would prompt guilds to return the funds to the main treasury. I don't know if that would happen. But for now, I think the funds in the treasury should be enough to cover expenses this season.
But can you write in the fund that you just said? I wasn't able to catch everything. Can you to write it and then I'll copy it into this task?
Let me just share my screen so you can see what Safe is holding.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
It's coming.
See my screen now?
I see something green. Yep, now I can see your screen.
Okay. So this is the guild Safe, and this is the current holding in ETH. I think the guild holds 277 ETH dollars. That's 0.1. The amount of banks currently held is 190,730 732 bank tokens. So, my opinion, I think this should be enough to carry us. This should be enough to take to fund contributors this season. I could just copy the Tascan link and paste chat so it goes there. Is that okay? Am I right?
No, still hear you. I was just typing in. It's good to have.
Yeah, that was my concern on it. Yeah, that was the major concern I had. I think if the guild still wants to continue funding bounties and another process, I think we are good to go for now.
Let's see. Wednesday says I suggest to vote on the matter and consider its impact on all contributors, and it's important to consider the treasurer's input as well. Yeah, I agree. Wednesday. I'll copy this. So I'm making a task, and then I will not today, but later make a vote in the PM channel, spin thread. That I'm not exactly sure what the vote will be on, but maybe put some kind of a little bit provocative extreme, so it gets people a little bit engaged. I have to think about it, but it's important that we let people have some time to digest, and then we will have this discussion next week, I assume.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, Hablat?
Yeah, I agree with you, Oxford.
Thank you. So I will have to leave. We are a little bit past the schedule. GM Lucent, Lucent 1.
Jim, nice to be here.
Good to have you here. Have you been here before?
Yeah, I have been here before, but I really do not have time to join so every week, but I had to make time today to join.
Well, good to have you here. You joined a little bit late, so can I get a second on, or before we do end the meeting, is there anything else like something quick towards the end? Samuel, do you have any last words?
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to be sure. Well, am I going to get like a note or a recording of the sync?
Yes, Wednesday is recording, right? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, at least you started the recording at the beginning of the meeting, so there will be a recording, listen one.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Arkasi, do you have any final words before we end today's meeting?
No, I'm good.
McGill, can you hear us, or are you still in transit? Hypolite, any last words or anything for today?
Yeah, the last words is the search event. I kind of like missed it. Is the time on the search correct? Because I didn't get the notification at the right time. So probably I don't know who created the event, can probably check to see if it's correct for next week.
Is it it's SESH? Is it sesh event?
Yeah, SESH. SESH.
So can you follow up on that?
Okay, yeah, I would follow up on that.
I'll write a quick task for that because I noticed that too.
Yeah. So when is the meeting supposed to commence? What time is the meeting supposed to commence?
I think our capacity didn't just say 10 minutes past.
Okay. That's great. We could edit the event and put in the correct time. That's all from me. I think it was a great call.
Thank you, Hyblat. I think it was a very good discussion around the table as well. Collad, do you have any last words? If there's anyone else have anything, I'll count silently to 10, and if there's nothing, I'll ask for a second to end the meeting.
Yeah, GM Oculus. I don't know. We have any new members so that I can now also engage them.
Sorry?
Do we have any new member onboarded so that I can now also engage them?
You can't engage them?
I mean, do we have any new member?
Sorry. That you have to coordinate with the Collad. He is the talent lead now.
Oh,
But,
forgot that.
no worries.
Yes.
But I will also help Collad because he hasn't really been introduced to those details yet. Can you send Collad me a message, and then we will, like, all three of us get that coordinated?
All right. Do we have a call together? Do you think we can do that?
Yeah, maybe Monday. But let us just coordinate the time because I have to get going.
All right. No problem.
We can
That's fine.
coordinate time async. Great. Do you get a second for rounding out the meeting?
Seconded.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Great meeting.
Good meeting,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Have a nice weekend. See you on Discord. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.